Top 10 Most Expensive Cars in the World 2017 and 2018. Number 10. Koenigsegg states that the car has an electronically limited top speed of 410 km per hour 255 miles per hour, is capable of reaching 100 km per hour 62 miles per hour, in 2.7 seconds, 300 km per hour 190 miles per hour, in 10.9 seconds, and a speed of 400 km per hour 250 miles per hour, in 20 seconds. The Regera is built around a 5.0-liter twin-turbo V8 that pumps out 1,100 horsepower. The Regera is built around a 5.0-liter twin-turbo V8 that pumps out 1,100 horsepower. Number 9. The Ferrari LaFerrari stood out when it was first introduced at the 2013 Geneva Auto Show, despite the fact that it had to share the floor with the new Lamborghini Veneno and McLaren P1. It has a top speed of 217 miles per hour, crushed the track record of Renault, and goes from 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds. The Aperta uses the same revolutionary drivetrain to create around 1,000 horsepower. The mid-rear-mounted 6.3-liter Ferrari F140 V12 coupled with its high-Kurs kinetic energy recapture system cribbed from its Formula One car. But the absence of a roof, and a slight increase in weight, has demanded some critical changes to the car. The Aperta has a more prominent front air dam to boost downforce, its radiators have been angled down to direct airflow out along the underbody instead of over the hood, and an L-shaped wedge has been integrated to the upper corner of each windshield A-pillar to reduce compression on the rear of the cabin. What Ferrari calls butterfly doors open at a slightly different angle. Also, look for revised wheel arches. Number 8. The 1,000 horsepower P1 GTR is one of the most expensive cars in the world because it is a McLaren, and a very special one at that. It features a hybrid drive plucked from the audacious P1 road car, but it differs in a variety of ways. Where the P1 has a variety of driving programs, E-mode, normal, sport, track, and race, as well as an all-out boost and instant power assist system button, the GTR has a stripped-down set of options. It has a fixed ride height on race-ready suspension, a fixed rear wing capable that can deploy a drag reduction system, and specially designed exhaust system. It travels 225 miles per hour at the high end and goes from 0-60 in 2.4 seconds. Number 7. Now, the Veyron, once among the most expensive cars in the world, is gone. In its place, the Bugatti Chiron, an even more expensive Bugatti. Also faster, more advanced, and more powerful than the Veyron, the Chiron boasts a similar quad-turbocharged W16 8.0-liter engine, but it has tinkered and futzed until the output is now 1,500 horsepower, 300 more than even the Super Sport, the fastest model of the Veyron. The Chiron's top speed has been limited to just 261 miles per hour on the road. Its actual top speed has reportedly not yet been tested. But the wealthy and willing are lining up to set the mark. Number 6. The BC looks and sounds like the base Huara. The engine is still sourced from AMG, and remains a 6.0-liter V12 bi-turbo that's been tuned by Pagani's demonic shop gnomes to bring you 790 horsepower and 811 pounds-to-foot of torque. All of this sorcery is run through tripod drive shafts developed through Ullmann's prototype program to the rear wheels by way of a 7-speed track transmission. Got that? The transmission itself is controlled by electro-hydraulic actuation and carbon fiber synchronizers. Pagani, ever hungry for carbon fiber. Number 5. Thanks to an all-carbon fiber frame, the handmade Sergio is a full 330 pounds lighter than the already weighted like 458. Arranged in a two-seat configuration, it takes the open-air concept even further. Where the Ferrari 458 Spider has no roof, the Sergio has no roof, no side windows, and windshield. That makes the force of this naturally aspirated 4.5-liter F136 V8 engine, the same one used the 458 Spider, all the more forceful. Number 4. Palmer and Red Bull Racing's Adrian Newey and Christian Horner agree to build a car over a pint at a pub. True story. Thus the partnership was born between Aston and Red Bull Racing's Newey, the aerodynamicist whose work is largely responsible for Red Bull's multi-year dominance in Formula One. Newey and Aston Martin invented an aerodynamic scheme for the Valkyrie that channels air through the chassis and creates downforce without the help of the wings. The engine will be a 6.5-liter, naturally aspirated V12 tailored to the frame by Cosworth, and was made to achieve the magical 1:1 power-to-weight ratio. The Valkyrie is not a car for casual buyers of supercars. Marek Reichman, Aston Martin's designer, said the car, which has a Rimac-built hybrid battery system installed along with the engine, will make about 1,000 horsepower. Number 3. Look at the build of this open-top two-seater. The Monarch is lifted from the LP704 Aventador, except this one is made from carbon fiber. Atop this is bolted a 740 horsepower, 6.5-liter V12 with a 7-speed single-clutch ISR automated manual transmission, the same one found in the Veneno Coupe. It's a tricky transmission, and one that gets a lot of heat among aficionados. If there's room for improvement in a car that costs more than a private jet share, the transmission would be the place. The sprung portion of the Veneno was placed atop a pushrod-actuated suspension, and even though it's driven by a full all-wheel drive system, the total dry weight of this carbon fiber gem is just 3,285 pounds. Number 2. Built by W Motors, the Lykan Hypersport is legitimately the first Arab supercar. We know this because W Motors is based in Lebanon, but also because the Hypersport is reckoned to be the first car to have headlights with embedded jewels. There are titanium LED blades that have a total of 420 15-carat diamonds. However, according to Lykan, buyers have also selected rubies, diamonds, yellow diamonds, and sapphires. The rest of the car. Fine. It's powered by a mid-rear mounted, twin-turbo 3.8-liter flat-six boxer that fires about 780 horsepower through the rear wheels. It's 0-62 in 2.8 seconds and has a blistering top speed of 240 miles per hour, but really, the headlights are made with 240 15-carat diamonds. And that's what makes this one of the most expensive cars in the world. Number 1. The McLaren P1 LM is the most expensive car in the world in 2017. Go ahead and dispute it, because you can. But first, consider the caveats. McLaren didn't actually build this car. They built the original P1, which was then acquired by Lansing Motorsports, which painstakingly rebuilt the P1, transforming a near-perfect supercar into a definitive work of art that will one day be remembered as a crowning achievement of all humanity. It takes cues from the McLaren P1 GTR, see above, and the storied McLaren F1 road car. Like the F1, the LM has gold plating in the engine bay. And the engine which the gold surrounds is a 3.8-liter twin-turbo V8. Combined with the three electric motors dispersed between the engine and the rear wheels, the P1 LM produces a heroic 1,000 horsepower,